about LeBron at the end of his first 10-year.
You want to talk about a Hail Mary? This is a Hail Mary.
They threw that shit from the 3-yard.
Bro, it was basically like, here, nigga, damn. It was basically one of those, bro. It was like, here, nigga, damn, god damn, man. Yo, NSG, welcome back to Day 7, also known as Day 7 of Kartmas, 25 days of Kartmas. And listen, we are getting back into our sports bag. And we ain't did a sports video since when we was reacting to like the NBA shit. But this one is very different, but y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But before we get into what we about to do, I just need a few things out of y'all. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it surely shows that y'all fuck with my content a whole lot. And also, you get to join Naughty Gang. And guess what? Naughty Gang gets as much love as everybody else, because it just truly shows that y'all really are there for me. I truly are there. Also, don't forget to share the video, no matter who. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Also, oh yeah, I forgot. Check on the community post, because I will ask y'all questions, and I would love to try to get y'all feedback on certain things. But yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so this is, was Celtics SHAQ really that bad?
So spend any amount of time on NBA Twitter and you'll likely see your fair share of memes, and my favorite by far has got to be the Celtics SHAQ meme, basically used whenever someone wants to say that something just isn't quite as good as it used to be.
But something that needs to be asked, was Shaq on the Celtics really that bad?
He was washed.
Before we start talking about Celtics SHAQ, if you haven't already, make sure to leave this video a like, give us a subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on one of our videos. Now, Celtics SHAQ has got to be one of the best NBA memes that NBA Twitter has ever come up with. I mean, it kind of started the whole like washed athlete meme. Now people are like putting together edits of like hundreds of different washed
pre-Knicks T-Mac
athletes all together. People are using it for like athletes from other sports, and it kind of breaks my heart that on NBA Twitter, at least, the Celtics SHAQ meme is being phased out in favor of the Nets KG meme. That meme is great, but I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for the OG one.
I mean, the Nets KG one, it's the whole like the edit, the hype up like promo where he's like holding the ball or whatever.
Song.
Yeah, the song, he's clapping. Like there's a whole edit behind it. Maybe someone, or maybe we need to like make an edit for the Shaq Celtic one. But yeah, we're just into a new level of wash memes at this point. Some quick background, Shaq by 2010, he'd bounced around on a couple teams. Of course, he won the title with Miami in 2006, but less than 2 years later, in February, he's traded to Phoenix. And really, the fit on Phoenix was just so random, because it's this Phoenix team known for playing up and down basketball, 7 seconds or less. You add Shaq, I know they were trying to counter Tim Duncan, who had been their nemesis in the playoffs,
but you bring in like the slowest, like most old school, like lumbering, dump it down in the post big man in the entire NBA who's past his prime. Shaq did average a career low in scoring in Phoenix, but the Suns won 55 games in 2008, and Shaq said during his time in Phoenix, you know, he had really high praise for the team. He also credited the training staff with helping him prolong his career with like the care that they gave him. So definitely some positives from his time in Phoenix, especially that first year. But you know, even with the 55 wins, played the Spurs in the first round, got bounced in 5 games. 2009, he got his scoring back up to 17.8 points per game, got back to the All-Star team for the first time since 2007, had a great All-Star weekend, if we're being honest. I mean, you know, coming out with the Jabberwockies, I remember seeing that as a kid and being like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Well, somehow it was so smooth. Like, credit to Shaq, like, dude killed that shit.
He 100%, he can dance real well.
Also had that moment where he nutmegged Dwight, caught the alley-oop on the backboard dunk, won co-MVP with Kobe. Just an amazing, like, weekend, like we said, but the Suns regressed. They only won 46 games and missed the playoffs entirely in the Western Conference. So then Shaq goes to Cleveland the 2009 offseason.
He goes to Cleveland and plays with LeBron. Damn. LeBron really ain't had no good fair share of having good ass teammates. And the thing is, this gonna be derailing his career, because you got LeBron haters love to be like, oh, he was playing with all-stars, he was playing with da-da-da-da. you gotta remember, listen, y'all look at it, but y'all gotta think about it in a whole other aspect. This is washed Shaq. This is washed Shaq, man. LeBron in his first few years in Cleveland, they did not help this motherfucker at all. And they still not helping this motherfucker, even in recent memory, which is crazy. I'm like, bro, give this old man some help.
Move by the Cavs, trying to do whatever they could to help out LeBron at the end of his first tenure.
You want to talk about a Hail Mary? This is a Hail Mary.
They threw that shit from the 3-yard line.
They did. Shaq did come.
Bro, it was basically like, here, nigga, damn. It was basically one of those, bro. It was like, here, nigga, damn, god damn, man. You over here keep complaining, here.
Cleveland saying my motto is simply win a ring for the king. And well, Shaq had already shown that in Phoenix he was starting to slow down, but in Cleveland it was blatantly obvious he was pretty washed. I mean, he could still turn in like the occasional good performance, but he only played 53 games. Definitely wasn't the difference maker that the Cavs thought he would be, and they were bounced in the second round by the Celtics. Although Shaq does claim, listen to this, that if he hadn't broken his hand in March and missed like the last 2 months the regular season, they would have won the title.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, I don't
know.
know this
Let's
one.
be real.
No,
So that brings us to the 20.
Let's be real. That team was ass. That team was ass. Oh, man. Bro, it was a whole carry job. Bro, listen, if I'm LeBron, I'm leaving too. I'm leaving too. What? Like, bro, y'all not even helping me try to win something here. Y'all just gave me just bum. If you think about it, he was crowned savior of Cleveland. But he's not Jesus Christ. He's not God. Now, to some people, he technically is. But, nah, bro, they just gave him, like, hey, we got sorry motherfuckers on the team. You're coming in. You got that one person that didn't even want to try to accept him, and now you look at him, this man, but motherfucker don't even get talked about.
2010 offseason when Shaq signed with the Celtics. Apparently, Celtics owner Wick Grusbeck said he got the idea to pursue Shaq after hearing Kobe say that he had one more ring than Shaq, so, you know, played to the man's ego a little bit there, right?
Okay.
Shaq also apparently wanted the mid-level exception, but the Celtics gave it to fellow O'Neal, although not related, Jermaine O'Neal. And the Celtics had just lost in the NBA Finals the prior season and were probably going to be without their starting center, Kendrick Perkins, for most of the season, as he tore his MCL and PCL in Game 6 of the Finals. So definitely made some sense to bring in some center help.
What felt weird and didn't really make a lot of sense, Shaq chose to wear number 36. And the reason is, you know, it's the Celtics. They have the history. Damn near every number in the 30s is retired.
I mean, we joke all the time about how the Blazers have too many retired numbers.
Yeah, but at least for them, they got guys like Bird, Kevin McHale to actually take up the retired numbers.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the dude needed a nickname. It's Shaq. Of course he needed one. And he said his favorite that was pitched was the Big Shamrock. I'm not super sure about that one. I'm not loving that, but
it's no
terrible.
Superman or the Diesel.
Yeah, the other ones were the Big Green Mile. That ain't it. The Big Leprechaun. Ugh. Hell no. The Green Monster kind of goes hard,
The Green Monster's not bad because it's got the baseball connection with the Red Sox. I could dig the Big Shamrock, though.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Shaq also started off the season by saying, and this is a quote from him, that he did not want to compete with little guys who run around dominating the ball, throwing up 30 shots a night like D. Wade and Kobe. He would go on to claim that he was more so competing with, like, you know, Tim Duncan and his fellow big men, which is just an interesting thing to say.
Well, buddy,
season, especially about two of your former teammates who were still also on championship contending teams.
I mean, he's not wrong, but at the same
time, that was the last few times you won a championship.
I don't know. Yeah.
Kind of weird. First 3 months of the season, Shaq played pretty consistently. Like, he missed some stretches of games. Of course, he was old as hell. That was going to happen, but he was pretty consistent, had some solid performances. In November, easily his best month. He starts 9 games, averages almost 13 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, and shoots 70% from the field. That month included an 18.9 against Memphis, 13-11 against Washington, a 16-9 game against Toronto. And then on November 23rd, he had his best game of the season, a vintage Shaq performance where he puts up 25 points on 9-10 shooting, grabs 11 boards as the Celtics beat New Jersey by 6. So he still had a little bit, you know, he was still showing something was left in the tank. at least.
And Shaq, ever the comedian, gave us honestly just a lot of funny moments from this season. Like before the season even started, that video came out of Nate Robinson dunking on him in practice, and then Shaq spanking him with one of his shoes as Kendrick Perkins like holds him in place, and then making Nate like run laps in like his size 25 or whatever shoes they are. Also, there was the time he finished an alley-oop against the Pacers and did this like weird ass like walk dance thing afterwards, or when he cuddled up to Kwame Brown after falling on him after an alley-oop attempt. Like a lot of great moments from Shaq. There were a couple at his expense though, namely when the Celtics went to LA, Kobe drives to his left, gets Shaq in the air, gets an and one, and then just stares daggers into him. And I love that immediately when Shaq realizes what Kobe's doing, he looks straight away from him. He's like, I can't look at him. Nope.
I mean, respect it. Smart business decision on Shaq's part.
Yeah.
Considering he was
smart decision.
Giving you like 9 points, 5 boards in 20 minutes. You're 19-3 in games he plays 20 plus minutes.
That's a 70 win pace right there.
Yeah, so that was their secret. They just need to play Shaq more. Yeah. I mean, they even traded Kendrick Perkins after Shaq had suffered an Achilles injury because they had so much faith in the big man, I guess. But unfortunately, that Achilles injury, it kind of ruined his career. It basically put the nail in the coffin.
I mean, he came back for one game against Detroit in April and then immediately strained his right calf, which that injury then kept him out for the rest of the regular season, the entire first round of the playoffs. He made it back for 2 games against the Heat in the second round, but played a grand total of 12 minutes, scored 2 total points across both those games. Game 4 would end up being his final ever NBA game as he was inactive for Game 5. Celtics were bounced by the Heat in that offseason. Shaq announced his retirement, and then a couple months later, he was announced as the newest host for Inside the NBA in...
Of course, it got bounced by LeBron and the Heat. So was my Chicago Bulls at the time, man. What could have been? This man could have been a fucking Bull. Hurts every time.
One of the best hirings of all time. Like that,
straight up.
That show was great before Shaq got there, but he was like the missing piece to making it like one of the best shows in television history.
He's either playing in China or Japan. We need to be a little more specific.
Guangdong Tigers. Ni hao! Ni hao! Ni hao! Victory lap!
I mean, if there's one thing that you could say that was like the big negative from this time period, it was really the fact that the Celtics decided to trade away Kendrick Perkins.
Right.
Like the Celtics bet on a 38-year-old instead of their starting center from their past 2 finals teams that was gonna recover from injury. So I tend to think that Shaq, considering his age and all the injuries he was going through, wasn't even really that bad.
With everything considered, like, honestly, given the memes and like how prevalent the Celtics Shaq is, like anytime you want to say you're washed, you just throw that in the group chat or like
it's all reliable.
Yeah, it's all reliable. The dude honestly wasn't that bad, but the meme's gonna live on forever.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's kind of slowing down its pace, we got the KG one and everything. Till the end of time, you can throw that picture, Shaq on the Celtics. People are gonna know what's up.
That's the video, guys. What do you remember the most about Shaq during this? That's the video, guys. What do you remember the most about Shaq on this?
What did y'all think about the video? Was Celtics Shaq really that bad? Was he not as bad as what people say? And let me know in the comments. Before you end up doing that and injecting yourself into the discussion, because we will be talking about it when I eventually see him. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell, because it really shows that you really love my content, and it really shows that y'all are so engaged with it to a point where y'all are willing to have the notification bell on and join Noti Gang. And the thing about that, man, I love y'all to death if y'all willing to do that. Also, don't forget to share the video. Don't matter who, it can be your dang Aunt Sally from dang across the street. It don't matter, it can be the candidate later. As long as the vid is pushed, that's all that matters to me. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all. I love y'all consensually, and yeah, I am out of here.